Okay, hello, and today we are on our scientific notation basic notes again. If you didn't get the writing numbers in scientific notation, key concept 1 and 2, and writing in standard, there is another video posted for that. Today our focus will be on adding numbers in scientific notation, and I will post a separate video for subtraction. So we are going to do the first part of key concept 3, which is at the bottom of the notes here, and we are going to add numbers in scientific notation today. Okay, let me get around to my side here. Okay, to add numbers in scientific notation, there are multiple ways to do this. I like to do it best by taking the numbers out of scientific notation, changing them to standard, and then adding them and then changing them back. Okay, so let me show you example 1. If I have 1.2 times 10 to the second power, what that really means I have for that first one is I have this positive exponent. It means I need to take this decimal to get it back out and move it 2 times, 1, 2, to the right. I really have 120 there, okay? And that's standard notation. For my other one, I have 3.04 times 10 to the fifth. And what I need to do there is I need to move the decimal 5 times, because that's the exponent, out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have this number. Now, if I want to add these together, what I can do is line them up like you learn in elementary school by the decimal point, okay? So I have, if I start with my first one, I have a 120, and then I have a decimal point. Now, to line this up, my decimal for my second one's way out here, so I got to start with that decimal point and then go 0, 0, 0, 4, 3, 0, 3. I'm sorry. So I really have 304,000. So if I add these old school, like this, up and down, I'm going to add starting on my right side. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. I have nothing above this, so I just put these down. It's like adding 0 to them. Now, that's the answer in standard notation, 304,120. To put it back in scientific notation, what I really want to do is move that decimal back behind the 3, because the first number can only be between 1, higher than 1, and less than 10. So to move it back here, right, I would have the number 3.0412, and then all that's left is a 0, so I can chop that off. Times 10 now, and the number of spaces I would have to move that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So the the exponent that I put on there would be a 5. And this is the answer in scientific notation. 3.0412 times 10 to the fifth power. Okay, let's see if we can try it again. So I know it says you try, so you can pause the video and try it on your own, or watch another example with me. Let's do it again. 2.33 times 10 to the third plus 1.4 times 10 to the eighth. Okay, let's start by putting them in standard form. So 2.33 times 10 to the third tells me I got to move the decimal out 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And in the empty space, make sure you put your 0. Okay, let's do 1.4 times 10 to the 8th. 1.4. I've got to move the decimal out 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. All right, and so that gives me quite a large number. And now we can line them up, all right? If I start with my first number here, I got a 2, a 3, and a 0, and then my decimal point. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to line it up underneath, starting with the decimal point to make sure that I have enough spaces. So I like to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros, not 8, because one of those spaces was taken up by the 4. So 7 zeros, make sure you line them up. 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros, then a 4, and then a 1. And I'm going to add them like I learned in elementary school, right? Starting on the right side. So 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus 0 is 2. Now nothing added to these, so I can just put them down. Okay, and there's my number in standard notation, 140,002,330. But I want to put it back in scientific. So in order to do that, I need to get my decimal back behind the first digit here. So I need to move it between the 1 and the 4. And now let's write our answer. 1.4. Now, I have a bunch of zeros, but I have significant digits behind that. So I have to keep writing until all that's left, 0, 0, all that's left is zeros. And so it only lops off one digit. Times 10, how many spaces did I move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So that means that my exponent will be an 8. And that's my answer. Okay. Hopefully you're getting it by now. If not, there's one more you try. Go ahead, pause the video, try it on your own, and then play it again and see if you get the answer that I am getting here. Okay, so start with the first one. 1.1 times 10 to the second power. All right, here's 1.1. That second power means I move it out twice, leaving me with 110. Okay, second part. 1.02 times 10 to the 6 means I have to move the decimal 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 of those spaces get taken up by the 0 and the 2, leaving us with 4 zeros. Line them up. So 110 with a decimal, line that decimal up underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, then a 2, and then a 0, and a 1. Add them up old school. Okay, starting on the right, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, and I have nothing above the last digits here, so I can just put them down. Okay, so in standard form, that's correct. We have 1,020,110, but I want to get it in scientific, so let's put it back. So the decimal for scientific notation has to be behind the first digit. So I have 1.02011. Again, I only get to lop off 1 0 times 10. How many spaces did we move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, which means that my exponent has to be a 6. And here's my answer. Okay, hopefully that's helpful to you. If you are in my class, the assignment that goes with this today is Scientific Notation Practice 1.5, the addition problems only. We will do the subtraction tomorrow. If you're not in my class, hopefully this was helpful for you in learning how to add numbers in scientific notation. And we will see you at the next video for subtraction